Students, there are two laws of refraction. Let's see the first law. The incident ray, the refracted ray, and the normal at a point of incident all lie at the same plane. This means here we have the incident ray, refracted ray, and normal, and this is the plane. And as you are seeing in this diagram, these incident ray, refracted ray, and normal lie at this plane. None of them is emerging out from this plane. All the three, the incident ray, normal, and refracted ray, all the three lies at the same plane. Okay, this is the first law. Now let's see the second law. The ratio of sine angle I and sine angle R remains constant, which is called the refractive index. If you find the ratio of sine angle I and sine angle R, it remains constant for the same medium. It remains constant. For example, the ratio of sine angle I and sine angle R for the glass slab is 1.5. It remains constant for the glass. It remains constant for the same medium. Every time when you will find the ratio for the same medium, it will remain same. And this ratio is known as refractive index and is represented by refractive index is represented by n. So there are two laws. The incident ray, the refracted ray, and the normal at the point of incident all lie at the same plane. Okay, as we have read in the laws of reflection, all lie at the same plane. So here the same thing is applied. The same law, the laws are same. The first law is same. Okay, the incident ray, the refracted ray, and the normal at the point of incident all lie at the same plane. So the difference is that in the previous we had read reflected ray, but today in the refraction we have read refracted ray. Okay, in the previous we had read reflected ray. So today we have read refracted ray. And second law, you know, the ratio of sine angle I and sine angle R remains constant, which is called the refractive index. Okay, student, we have to learn these three formulas. These three formula is to find the refractive index of any medium. The first formula is n. N means refractive index is equal to sine angle I upon sine angle R. Okay, so the second formula is refractive index is equal to real depth upon apparent depth. Okay, if you throw a stone, if a stone is placed at the bottom of the swimming pool, okay, and we see this stone from air, okay, so we will observe that the depth of the pond, the stone is very near to us, near to the upper water level, or we will feel that the depth of the pool is very less, but in real the depth is comparatively more. Okay, so the depth which we observe is known as apparent depth, and the actual depth is known as real depth. So there is another formula of the refractive index which is equal to real depth upon apparent depth. The third formula is refractive index n is equal to the speed of light in vacuum. You know the speed of light in air or in vacuum, 3 into 10 power 8 upon speed of light in that medium. Okay, so we have to learn these three formulas. So here there is a numerical. A ray of light enters from air into glass surface. The angle of incidence is 30 degrees. So here we have angle I. We know that angle of incident is represented by angle I. So angle I is equal to 30 degree. If the refractive index of glass is 1.5, n is equal to 1.5. We know that the refractive index is represented by n. Find the angle of refraction. We have to find angle R. Okay. So here we have sine inverse 0.33 is equal to 19.3 and sine 30 is equal to 0.5. Now let's solve it. Now here we will apply the first formula of the refractive index. Here we have n is equal to 1.5, angle I is equal to 30 and we have to find angle R. We will apply the first formula of refractive index. N is equal to sine angle I upon sine angle R. Okay, we will arrange, since we have to find the value of angle R, so we will arrange this formula in terms of angle R. Okay, so it will become sine angle R is equal to sine angle I upon n. In the next step, we will put the value of angle I and n. So sine angle R is equal to sine 30 upon 1.5. We will put this value. We will put the value of angle I and n. So it will become sine angle R is equal to sine 30 upon 1.5. Now sine 30, the value of sine 30 is given. The value of sine 30 is given in the question. Sine 30 is equal to 0.5. So we will put this value. Sine angle R is equal to 0.5 divided 1.5. Sine angle R is equal to 0.33. Okay. So the value of sine inverse 0.33 is also given in the question. Sine inverse 0.33 is equal to 19.3. Okay. So here we have angle R is equal to, now here tell you one thing, sine angle R is equal to 0.33. Since we have to find angle R, okay, we will move the sign to the right side of the equal. So it will become sine inverse. Okay, sine inverse 0.33. The value of sine inverse 0.33 is given in the question, which is equal to 19.3. So we will write angle R is equal to 19.3 degree. Okay students, thank you very much.